Here we go into week 7 of the off-season training program. The first 3 weeks, we focused on static posture, meaning just holding a position. Then we rolled into active posture. We took that static position and began to move with it. Now we're getting into dynamic posture. What's dynamic posture? It's our game. It's the postures we want you to be in right prior to contact, which brings us to today's focus, which will be on breathing. We have to breathe throughout today's workout because that's how we want to make contact. We want to be able to make explosive, dynamic contact, but in order for us to do so, we have to breathe into the contact. So now, let's get our breath right and get ready to play some football.
For our first movement, we're going to use the banded hip extension hold. This is a great movement to reiterate our emphasis of the day, which is breathing between each rep. You want to make sure that you're bracing the core, but you're not holding your breath. You're breathing naturally. And in this position, you're starting in a good hinge and you're driving from both the legs and the arms at the same time. For the backwards lunge hold, you're going to want to grab a light dumbbell that you can hold tight to your chest. You're going to want to make sure your elbows are pinned during this movement and that the dumbbell is not moving at all. Then you're going to step backwards into the lunge and hold it at the bottom for a good count. This is important because the bottom of the lunge is a really challenging position to hold, and getting stronger here is going to help you when you start moving heavier weights. Make sure you pause at the bottom for the full count and don't rush it, and then drive up strong at the end. The single leg RDL is a really good movement that forces us to hinge and maintain our balance at the same time. One of the key things that you're going to want to focus on is making sure that all the movement is coming from the hips. You're not rounding the back and not letting your knee drive forward to get into that rep. And another point, we want to make sure we're grabbing the ground with our whole foot. You don't want to roll to the outside of the foot because then you're losing your stability. Control the movement, make sure you're breathing at a normal pace, and drive strong out of the bottom. With the alternating Superman, we're taking the Superman movement that we've been doing up to this point and then switching sides each time using the opposite arm and opposite leg. Remember, we're just trying to lift with the shoulder and the glutes here, so make sure you keep your leg and arm as long as possible as you lift. Try not to bend at the elbow or at the knee. That's all for today's workout. Remember, the focus of the day is breathing naturally, not holding your breath, not trying to be super tense. Let it be natural, let the movements flow, and get after it.